Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Hulu's original documentary, Ask Dr. Ruth. And I missed this in theaters. I remember this popped up at one of the indie theaters around me, and I'm like, it's a little old lady. I had no idea who Dr. Ruth Westheimer was. And I look at him like, famous sex therapist. I'm like, a little old lady talking about sex? Sounds fun to me. And then Holocaust survivor, I'm like, oh shit. And honestly, this was a fascinating documentary. And Ryan White, who's the director here, balances very well the different aspects and how this film is told. You get, right off the bat, it paints a picture of who she is. And there's a lot of sit-down interviews with her, and she's adorable. Adopt her, my grandma. And she's just absolutely adorable. And so blunt and to the point, and just like how boldly she talks about sex is very interesting. This little old German lady. And she is fascinating. And she really commands the screen when she is on screen. She's so tiny. She's so tiny. And all these different things, and obviously that was one of the big novelties of watching her, is like this little lady just straight up talking bluntly about sex. And those parts are very fascinating. And she has a lot to say. And also the film does a good job of showing the controversy too, because obviously this isn't going to be liked by everybody. And it wasn't. And some of the coolest things are they show old clips of her on different shows. One was on the Howard Stern show, and her doing her thing. But threaded throughout the whole entire film is her going back and talking to friends and old acquaintances, and really throughout the film as it splits the threads of the story and weaving them together of her growing up and surviving the Holocaust and getting away and finding out what happened to her parents. And this is a fascinating story with a fascinating little lady. And there's talent behind the camera, too, of pulling all this together and making a coherent, interesting film. And, not gonna lie, I was watching this Friday night, I was a little tired, and I wish I wasn't, but really getting through this, I'm like, this is really cool. And I really like this documentary a lot, and this is definitely up there as one of the best documentaries I've seen all this year, which is why I highly recommend it, but beware. Talks about sex a lot. So if you're not comfortable with that, then I warned you. The synopsis will warn you. You're also watching a movie about a sex therapist, so that probably warns you too. But comment. Let me know what you think about Ask Dr. Ruth. But thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.